It's called Pitch Your Plate. And basically what I would like to do with you is I'm going to tell you a little bit more about myself, or rather my organization that I'm working with, the Ghana Food Movement, and what we're doing, because we work a lot with local ingredients, and that's something I'm very, very passionate about. But I also would like to find out a little bit more from you, why you're here and what you're expecting out of it. So maybe we can actually start with that and hear like 2 or 3 voices. What's your name, where you're from, and what you're expecting. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay, awesome. Hello, hello? Yes. I'm coming to you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. So I'm Mahnur, and I'm from Lahore, Pakistan, and I'm here to attend this session Pitch Your Plate as I have like interest in some business and I need to learn more about it. So I guess it would really into my, I guess it's gonna be fun to attend the session, I guess. So.
Great. And do you have like a favorite crop that you really like? Yeah, a favorite crop or ingredients?
I don't think.
Local crop.
I don't think I have something like favorite crop, something. So.
Okay, no worries. We'll find you one. Who's next? You. You look like you want to speak.
I'd love to. Okay. I am Shafaq Zahra, and I'm a senior biotechnology student at University of Central Punjab. I'm super excited. So there was one, I read the description of this workshop. It was like, if you have limited resources around you, how you can make a food business out of it and how you can pitch your business idea. So this really like sparked an interest with me. Also, I would like to add that I have like student representation from Innovation and Entrepreneurship Club. We are all members, and I'm the president of the club. Even Mahnur is sort of our star member. She has her own brownie business, and she has integrated biotechnology into that. So even like my other members, they are from different majors like CS, AI, and this is like a good exposure into like pitching skills, because communication is involved, learning how things can, you know, diverge and converge at one point is interesting. So I'm super excited to new learnings, and yeah, fun.
Awesome. I'm really excited about this audience. Maybe let's hear from one male person. Who's volunteering? You're smiling. The way you're already smiling at me. Come on.
Hello, I'm Fahad. I'm also a student at University of Central Punjab, and I'm also in the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Club. And I want to, what did you ask? I don't remember the question. Can you just repeat it for a second? From this workshop, especially, okay, so, well, I already told who I am, and my major is computer science, and what I expect from this workshop is like, when I read the name, I was like, Pitch Your Plate from idea to impact, right? That's the name of the workshop, right? So I was like, we have all these ideas in our head, and sometimes we don't know how to like, in our brain, just compile them and then arrange them and then pick what you want for your future in the long run, right? Because there's a lot of ideas you want to discard along the way and then focus on one that is gonna take you from here to here. So that was like, I wanted some clarity with like what to do in the future, and then what my plans are and how I want certain ideas to be left behind and certain ideas to be focused on. Thank you.
Okay, amazing. So let me start by saying I'm not a pitching expert. I actually am quite anxious talking in front of people, but I'm always putting myself out there, and that's actually how, in the end, you gain experience. So today is just another stepping stone for me as well. But I think it's always easiest if you talk about something that you're really passionate about, right? Because then you don't even have to look it up, it just flows from the heart. So today I want to start off by talking about the Ghana Food Movement And this is something where really I don't just want to, talk to you, but if you have any questions, just raise your hand and, interrupt me. So, the Ghana Food Movement. Where do I, just like that? Ah, nice. So the Ghana Food Movement, we started about 5 years ago, and we were 8 chefs. I'm saying we, I actually wasn't there at this time, but it was 8 chefs that just simply had this dream to make Ghana's food system better and work for Ghana, for the farmers, work for everybody who's in the food chain, right? But they didn't have money, they didn't have the resources, they didn't have anything. They just had this passion to really, change something. And they said, okay, what is actually at our disposal? And what they basically had were, now this is working great. This is one of the chefs. This is Chef Abiru. He's from the north. And they had their skills, right? And so basically they got together and started doing events. And they started by, let me go to the next slide. They started by saying, we're all in this together, and let's pool our resources. And they went from Accra to the Volta region of Ghana, which is a very fruitful region in Ghana, and they started something which is called food safaris. So basically, they advertised their a trip where they took, for example, had a look at a fish, and they said, let's go to the Volta region, which is a coastal region, and follow the fish. So basically what they did is they went into the coastal regions, they took about 50 people there, they interacted with the coastal people, the people got to fish their own fish, got to ask questions, and find out about basically the problems that they're also facing. And then the people got to also make their own fish and prepare their own fish as well. And then they went a step further where the cooks also showed, okay, what else can you do with fish? Because fish is just not something that you can just grill, right? But what are the things when you add value to it? We have dried fish, we also have drinks with fish, we have fish powder. So they went into the factories and looked at the value chain. Okay, what can you actually do with fish? And then the next step was going to see, okay, what if you take it a step further, how does it end up in the restaurants, and how are the chefs preparing it in the restaurant? So it was really about following an ingredient. In this case, they started with fish, from basically its harvest to until it's eaten. And people paid for that. And that's how Ghana Food Movement basically made its first money. One of the other trips that we then did was we went to the northern Ghana, to the women in Tamale. These are communities that are working together with, that are actually making, how do you say, wagashi, which is our local cheese. You can kind of compare it a little, well, can't really compare it. But yeah, it's our local milk and our local cheese. Yes, and then from there, we reinvested that money and we started doing all kinds of events. One of the events was called, we started doing events, we started doing projects and programs. One of them is called the Youth and Food Program, where we really empower young Ghanaians to build their capacity skills in the kitchen, but also in the job market. We also started doing a lot of awareness campaigns. We are very much online because one thing that we really noticed is that, one thing that Ghana really does have is a really good network. And we can reach even the people in the very, very far, even our grandmothers, they all have a phone. They all know somebody with a smartphone, so that was our way. Online campaigns was our way of reaching people. And yeah, so we did more and more events, and then at some point we said, okay, we need a home. We need a home for our change makers. And that's when we built the kitchen. And this is our food education hub, where we basically have all of our events, where we, let me actually go a little bit further to also show you, let me actually come here. Yeah, here you see our kitchen space where we host our dinners. Me as the creative director, I'm responsible, for example, for setting the table or working together with local artists that recycle our glass or recycle old plates and make them into new plates. And in the back, you see basically the results of people that have pitched their plates and made local crops into products. So that is basically the shelf that we are like super proud of, because that's where you see only products that are made from local ingredients. So we don't allow anything in there that's imported. And our CEO, our managing director, Amy, she's very strict about it. I've once placed something in there that was from Germany and she threw it up in the trash. Yes, so I just want to go a little bit through the slides so you can also get a little bit of a vibe for who we are and yeah, how we interact. This is also something we do a lot of, for example, merchandise, where we show our pride in our local foods, which also gets people excited and also brings in other income that we then reinvest into our programs. We also have an urban farm. That's me on our urban farm with one of our chefs. And we try to basically, every dish that we do in the kitchen, we try to source from our urban farm. Yep. I now want to go a little bit also through the other things that we do, because that is basically to give you a little bit of an insight into also like how you can make cash, right? To also fund your business or fund your idea. So what we also started doing is market tours. We have chefs that are very, very knowledgeable about the ingredients that we have. Chef Abiro again, we do market tours where usually local people don't go because it's just, and I'm sure you have the same thing in Pakistan, you really need to have a local who leads you through it in order to find really the diamonds in the market, and somebody who's just knowledgeable. Yeah, we have a lot of people that pay for it. We do cooking classes. We do Movers Connect, where we have one idea that we discuss. For example, African trade, inner African trade was one of the topics that we recently had. And then afterwards, we always connected to food. Afterwards, we would have a dish from one of the chefs who's highlighting one of the regions. We have dinners. We had the Deputy Prime Minister from the UK there. We have Dine and Dance, where we celebrate one local ingredient in 3 different dishes and also in a drink. And as you can see, we always add our touch to it, so it becomes something that is, you know, that's also fun. Food should also be fun. We do food safaris, I was talking about that already. That was the first safari we did with the fishes. And yeah, we have the Youth and Food program. So the Youth and Food program is a program which I just told you about. It's mostly about capacity building. But what we noticed in the recent times is that there's a lot of people who come from farming backgrounds, and they come, like you have already said, they come with ideas, right? And they actually don't only want to enter the market or enter a company to also have a job in the food industry, but they actually want to be their own boss, right? They want to make their own products. And that's actually in the end what also led me to Ghana, was I said, so I'm a child of a cocoa farmer, and I saw cocoa was only being turned into chocolate. But cocoa can do so much more. Does any one of you know what else cocoa can do? No idea? Any ideas? You can grow it with coffee, right? And then sauces, yes. Have you been at my talk yesterday? Yes. Cocoa butter, but yes, a very good one, so you can use it in beauty. Yes, exactly. And then there's one thing which is my favorite. You can use now I don't have the photo, but when you have the cocoa pots, you can burn the cocoa shell and you can make it into soap. And it's called black soap. Have you ever heard about it? Yeah, it's very cleansing. And it's basically a byproduct of cocoa, and that's something that I'm looking into with my cocoa. Yeah, so now I want to actually go over to the part where I am basically wanting you to pitch your plate. So at the heart of the Ghana Food Movement, like I said, are the people that come up with ideas and turn them into something beautiful. It can be products, but it doesn't have to be. Like what Ghana Food Movement is about, if you have any idea, start somewhere. And it can be that you start with market tours. It can be that, you're working together with your grandmother and you're inviting people to your kitchen. It can be anything. So now it's your turn. I have 3 resource cards, which are 3 different scenarios. And what I'm going to put you into 3 groups. Everybody gets a resource card. And I want you to come up with an idea of how to turn that resource card into a business. Yes? So let me put you in the groups first. How are we going to do this? Maybe 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3? Yes. So
1, 2,
4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Have your number, right?
3. Okay, 1.
2, 3. 1.
Yeah, no? Okay, good. And then basically I would say maybe group number 1 is meeting here, group number 2 is meeting over there, and group number 3 is meeting over there. Yeah? Shall we get into our groups? Do you remember your number? Because I don't. If you were number 1, 2, 3, right? 3. So 2 is meeting over here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? So if you said 1, or if you said, did you say 1 or 2? Yes, that means you're going over there, exactly. Yeah.
Guys, number 1, number 2, number 3.
Thank you. Can be a business idea, just saying. Yes, are we in groups? Okay, cool. So before we get into picture plates, I actually want to show you a video. Just to, I forgot, I actually wanted to show you in the beginning, but just to show you the vibe also of the Ghana food movement and how we operate. Is it working? Just a minute, okay. If you can also make with the sound, yeah, definitely. Yeah? If it's not working, I'll also okay. It's not working? Okay.
We don't cast, last, now everybody go to breakfast. To go bound for the result, nothing to discuss, cause I think when you buy it, bound and without, I'm a me happy adult, I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the guys up, I'm a mind that's in the dark, I put my life into my job and I know the drug, she manipulate my love, I know holy, and I know that devil, that the bad guy, my
All right, cool. I hope you, thank you. Every time I see this video, I miss my people. But yes, so from what you've seen, like what we really enjoy and approach everything we do with a sense of joy, a sense of pride in what we're doing, and yeah, a sense of easiness. And when you approach your projects, I would love for you to also approach it with the same energy if you can, okay? Okay, cool. So I didn't get to print the resource cards, so basically what we will have to do either, if you can go to resource card, oh sorry, resource cards number 1. Yeah, if you can basically take a picture of it, and then group number 2, obviously of number 2, and you of number 3, yeah? Because I would say maybe time-wise, exactly, so basically your resource card number 1, your resource card number 2, and your resource card number 3, okay? Maybe let me actually take away the share. Yeah, let me know once you're done, and then I'll switch to, okay. And then we have, that's your group. If you take a picture of it. And then I'm coming to every group, so maybe you can already start going through it, yeah? And then I come to every group, and you let me know if you have any questions, yeah? Because basically what we're going to do, okay. So basically what we're going to do is you're going to think of a business, yeah? And then afterwards, one of you is going to, or one of you or the group is going to pitch it, okay? And you have 1.5 minutes. You can divide the parts, yes. I was just given a thing, I have 20 more minutes. So you have, let's say, 10 minutes to come up with a business idea. And then everybody has 2 or 3 minutes to pitch it, yeah? Okay, cool. And the winner gets something small. Awesome. Resource card number 2 and then resource card number 3. So I'm a little confused. 50 more minutes. Okay. Because I was a little 5 minutes. Okay, good. Okay, good. If you also want me to, if you want me to put it on the big screen, if it's easier for you, I can always like go through it. Yeah. No, I mean like if you don't want to leave it on your phone, I can always go to the slide. Yeah. Okay, good. And if you have any questions, yeah. But go through it first, and then we'll. Okay, cool. Sorry? Exactly, yeah, no, that's what I want you to do. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, cool. Are we ready? Yes? Come on. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I heard obviously a little bit from each group what they're planning to do. So I'm going to time it a little bit because I'm also getting pressure here from outside. But you each have about 3 minutes to pitch your plates. Okay? Let's go.
Hello everyone, my name is Shazia. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Hyderabad. And last year I lost my father and due to cancer. And what really happened was we had this cassava business, and he used to sell cassava to in the market. But after he passed away, something really changed, and that was that all the connections we had and all the people we worked with, they kind of ditched me, and I felt a bit thrown off, because all the businesses around me had acres and acres on land, and my father only had 1 acre of land, and I was like, how am I gonna live my whole life on such a small income that I'm getting pennies for something that people get millions for? How am I gonna survive off of that? So one day I called my viral TikToker cousin. Clap for her. I know nothing about social media. I don't have any ways to prove that I can go viral. She, on the other hand, has those expertise. So I reach out to her, and what she does for me, you can.
So I was really moved by Shazia's story. And so we thought that this is the age of technology. We have AI around us and we have this much empowered youth. So why don't we use these resources to help out the business and really move communities? And this is how we came up with Tappy Tales. And we thought that we are going to start this initiative in community empowerment as well as community enabling project. So what we would do is we see that a lot of youth is into French fries, so we saw that one of the Shazia's product was you making like French style cuts of cassava, and and coated that with the Hyderabadi traditional masala. We would showcase youth experience by trying out the product on our TikToks. We have so far made 1,000 plus impressions, and we are going viral, I guess. But still, it's continuing on, and one way you would think how we are empowering the rural communities. A 10% of the profit goes back to the community. So we know that Gen Zs here are so much passionate about social change. We speak up, and we love to be part of initiatives where we can contribute positively to the community. So another thing is that we have our product manager, Shehroz, who is innovating a supply chain. Like we use the byproduct of cassava and sell it to the pharmaceuticals, and I'll pass it on to him to further add on.
Okay, so we have the byproduct of the cassava, that's cyanide, and we sell it to. Done? Oh, okay. So we sell it to pharmaceutical companies, and then they make byproducts of that cyanide. So eventually, nothing is going to waste, and we're going to use everything, and it's for a sustainable future. So yeah.
Okay, so out of 1 acre of our land, there is a lot of product that is rotten and something else. So what we are going to take that waste product and make a biodegradable gas out of it, and that too we are going to give it to the industries and many other projects. So the waste product is also not gonna consider waste. We are also taking the business out of it. So from the one product, we are taking actually 4 businesses that is gonna help Shazia survive actually.
Thank you so much. And I am the one who purchased the waste product,
and convert it into cyanide, extract the cyanide out of those, and then convert it into the pharmaceutical products that helps the hair loss child and all to get better and start listening and again again. So that's all.
Hello. Thank you so much, group number 1. How did we like that? Yeah? Okay, cool. Group number 2, are you ready? Yeah? You're not ready. You have to be ready. One of you?
So in this scenario, we are dealt with Nasreen. Now she has 3 superpowers. She knows how to cure everything with her spices and herbs. Second, she has perfect balance of flavor in her tongue. And thirdly, she knows how to work her preservation magic on food, herbs, and other natural things growing on land. Now she sees around and takes a look. The people in Hunza are, there are no such medical facilities. The people are not so much rich, they can't afford expensive medical treatment. So she starts helping out her villages, starting from a village and expanding out into the city. She plucks different herbs, smashes different spices, and treats the normal around in her village. Her niece makes a website in which they upload the videos of Nasreen helping out different people. Now this emotion attracts the people of Pakistan and most importantly the homeopathic industry. Now firstly the homeopathic doctors try to contact Nasreen to get her to share her knowledge. Then secondly the homeopathic industry which make medicines and claim that we are all for the natural and for nature. They can use Nasreen knowledge and she can sell the knowledge to them. She can also transport the different herbs and spices from her local areas. Now, in the same website, we can add a tab to balance flavors. Now, different restaurants can send her different recipes. She will try them and tell them which ingredients to reduce, which ingredients to add, which spices to balance. Now we have to run business ideas. Now after some time, she also knows that she also has the knowledge to preserve different herbs. Now in the third tab, she can like general awareness campaign, can run out how to preserve meat, how to preserve barley, how to preserve pickles, etc.
So how do we sell it? We can sell it through our social media. We have website, so we are also gonna make the social media, our Instagram or our TikTok or Facebook account. We can run ads on that. We have 5,000 rupees. We can run ads and we can just bank all the social media, and we are gonna market it a lot. And we can also hire the product manager of Team 1 also. Thank you.
Yes, applause, please. Group number 3, are you ready? Yeah? Let's go, exactly. The best for last? The best for last? And can you do it in 3 minutes? Yes? Okay, straight to the point, let's go.
So according to my scenario, I'm Bilal, a 28-year-old chef. I had worked in different restaurants, but I'm planning to start my own business. So I don't have even that much money to buy an apron. But luckily, my uncle has lentils farms, so he's sponsoring us. So he will provide 4 lentils sacks, each of around 40 kgs. Every month to us. So our product from that is to build a snack you can say crackers from that lentils. The main point of that is, lentils are rich in proteins and other things, and in today's market, it is considered a low standard dish, eating directly lentils, but we are converting it into crackers and that type of thing, so that the diet conscious people and gym goers, they can also consume that. We can say when we consume 2 eggs, they give us 12 grams of protein, but a 50 gram of lentils bag will give us 26 grams of protein. So how do we sell it and how we'll make it, will explain our product manager.
Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna go straight to the point. Like, we've told the story and all, but like at the end, the whole purpose of our business is to make money. So we don't have much resources. We have like 4 sacks of lentils, which are of different varieties. So what we plan to do is we plan to create crackers out of these, which will be rich in protein. Now we all know like there's like a whole value chain involved in this whole process. So we're gonna be producing these on our own. We're gonna bake these lentils. We get the sacks for free. Our uncle sends those to us. So we have those. We have the resources for free, and then we have a kitchen as well. And then we have rupees 15,000 PKR, which we're gonna use to create packaging and all. It's gonna cost around 10,000 to make the whole setup, and then we'll have that whole thing going. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to get these things, these packets into different retail channels. We're going to go to local retail. I'm going to do that. Anyways, we're going to sell these to local retailers. So making one packet alone will cost us around 30 rupees PKR. And then we'll sell that packet for like 40 rupees PKR on retail, which will give us like 10 rupees margin on each packet that we sell. So there's going to be some profit that we're going to be generating out of that. And apart from that, the channels that we're going to use are going to be mainly social media. We're going to expand into meme marketing, because in Pakistan there's like this trend where people like to make crackers out of different characters and all. So we're going to use that. We're going to sell those on social media. We're going to create hype so like people know that this product exists. And like we have the photographer as well, who's our friend. So yeah, we're gonna make him do the work for free. And we're gonna upload that on our socials. And yeah, I think this is it. Yeah.
What is our product? As you mentioned earlier, we are selling spicy snacks, chips, etc. And what's our story? Growing up, witnessing the crops in our uncle's garden, we kind of build a deep connection with the crops. And yeah, it helped us cook the snacks in a very different way. And how do you sell it? We are planning to like serve the snacks in fancy aesthetic dishes, and we also got a photographer friend, and he will help us in capturing the food from different angles. And we also got 15,000, and we will use that money to advertise the food images. So yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody, for participating in this workshop. I love all your ideas, and at least one idea I want to see come to fruition. That would be amazing. I almost don't want to like choose a winner or something like that. I think you should choose a winner. Yes. All of you, you know what, all of you are going to be doing. I liked all of your ideas. They were really, really cool. Seriously, clap for yourselves. Exactly, clap for yourselves. That was amazing. Yes, exactly. But I hope you took something away from it, that you can really start small, even with limited resources. You can turn something into a business, and use your local ingredients. You don't have to, you know, look outside, use wheat flour or use a lot of things that are imported, but look inside. I heard that Pakistan's import bill is close to what we have in Ghana, which is 80%. It's too much. We are too dependent on other economies, and we need to change that. So that is a really good step into the right direction. Yes. So thank you so much. Yeah, hold on. Let me. I have this small gift. Sorry, I don't even know. So the thing is, it's a kepi, or it's kepis. But I don't have enough for everybody, so. Hold on, we have 3 groups. So I have 3, yes. But I only have 3, so I don't know how to even like make it for 3 groups.
How many people are there?
Too many.
Too many?
Yes.
Well, I suppose one for each group or for apples and pudding?
Yes.
So you're all from the same institution. Okay, apples and pudding, ma'am.
She's the president, you're the president, right?
The president should get her pick.
Exactly.
Right? And then the vice president. I see that order, right? And university president and the vice president and.
So one says, local is my portfolio. One says, okra notes accepted here. And one says, from roots. I wish I had more. Next time, you know what, I'm just going to bring more and then everybody gets something. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this. You can follow the Ghana Food Movement on Instagram and also Plenty Africa. The idea is कि आप लोगों के food projects जो भी हो